Hi Pisces, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2015. This month I laid out a 5-card rainbow tarot spread for you using the Aquarian Tarot. And remember, this is a general reading, so to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Also, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will make more sense and resonate more with you than your sun sign will. Also, if you're interested in getting your crystal reading for the month of September, please click on the link below in the description box and it will take you to the website where you can purchase and download that reading for your sign. Or you can also go to my website, which is theluckymermaid.com, and on my videos tab on my menu, if you go there, you will see all the videos that you can download and purchase, and September's crystal readings will be there. So, on to your reading, Pisces. And the first card you have here today in your reading for September, Pisces, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a water sign female. This would either be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be you, Pisces, showing up in your reading, but don't be thrown if you're a male Pisces, because females and males can both come up as kings and queens. So, but it is showing up here as the Queen of Cups. I hear you're really wondering and worrying about your next phase of production or the next phase of what you're doing. And I feel like a feeling of community spirit is very strong in you right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if you joined some kind of group or gathering, like going to some kind of gathering or meeting place, or a group comes up here, or could be joining clubs or, meetup groups or activities, things that you're interested in. But I'm getting your spirit of like camaraderie with groups and other people is highlighted right now for the month of September. I hear many of you are working off of a list of things that you want to get done, like chores or plans or projects, like ticking them off one by one, going down a list. I feel there's been a great deal of stress and pressure put upon you, Pisces, from other members of your family, like people in your family. And I do feel many of you, Pisces, are working towards your dreams and goals right now with a sense of diligence and purpose. I feel many of you Pisces are like after the cash cow right now. Like, I feel like a lot of focus is on an increase in your finances, or you're trying to achieve some goal or some dream that you set for yourself that does involve financial gain and financial abundance. I do hear that many of you Pisces are going to get an opportunity offered to you to step up your game somehow. And this is going to involve something, this is going to sound like a weird message, something that involves a throwback to like the 60s or 70s. So you have to think on that. Now, if you're old enough that makes sense to you, why something would be a throwback to the 60s or 70s, I don't know. But that came up here in that comment from my guides about how you're stepping up your game. I feel like for some of you, you are going to be going down some kind of trip down memory lane and traveling back in your past. So you could be for some of you, that could just be going back to memories. And I feel some of you Pisces, you're going to have income that's going to come to you from a couple different sources. So if you're a Pisces that's been working and you've had one source of income, you may start your own cottage business, or you may do consulting work or get some kind of other work or business going on the side that also brings in money, because I don't feel like you're just getting money from one source coming from one direct way. It's like a little bit branchy here, like a little over here and a little over here. I do feel that you're going to have some surprising outcomes that are going to be surprising for you in regard to family, friends. It may even be you yourself. But I get they're blissful outcomes. They're positive. These are positive changes. Don't be surprised, though, if people in your family know that you have money. You might find people with their hands out looking for you to grace their palms with some green. So be prepared for that, Pisces. Now, the next card you have, boy, you Pisces just really wanted to show up in your reading today, because here you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes a water sign person. This would either be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And pages can often be children, but they also come up a lot as adults. They can be male or female, and sometimes pages are bringing a message. They're bringing some kind of message to you. They could be people or a message. Comes up again. I really feel like you have a great deal of stress around family matters. And I also feel that you're really seeing the writing on the wall. So if you've had anything that has been kept hidden from you, I feel like it is going to be revealed, or that I feel some of you Pisces may have had some family members that have disrespected you or chided you for certain things, like criticized you and chided you for certain things that you were doing. I do feel for some of you Pisces, like I hear old habits die hard, and that it's like, I feel like you can't stand to listen to it anymore. Some kind of carping or bickering or something. For some of you, I feel this is family, that comes up first. But it could also be, other relationship situations that I just get. Anything that's involving carping, I just feel like you're tired of hearing it, and you almost want to disassociate yourself or disconnect from it. I feel many of you Pisces are trying to settle down and take it easy and just address life and things one day at a time and as things come. I feel, again, it comes up, you're going to get some opportunity to step up your game, and it could be involved. You could get involved with something you're doing is getting publicized, or the opportunity could be for you to be in publicizing something. It's either what you're doing is getting publicized, or your opportunity is about publicizing something. I feel like some of you are getting ready to move to new stomping grounds and gaining, also it comes in as you gaining more respect and gaining more respectability. So I feel some of you Pisces are moving, and I feel that it's like, I get the sense of you wanting to create your world in a new way. Like, I feel like you're tired of the way things were going, or you're ready for a new start or a new life, and you're going to go where you want to go, and you're going to create the kind of life that you want for yourself. And that if you feel like you were not being treated right, or that you were being disrespected, I feel like you are not going to have that anymore, and that your life that you're creating is going to revolve around people treating you the way you want to be treated. Also comes up here, Pisces. I do feel many of you Pisces have been doing a lot of inner work on yourself, like maybe through prayer, or trying to communicate with the divine source, or your spirit guides, or angels, or reading scriptures if you're religious, or whatever the Kabbalah, whatever you're into religiously, even like or spiritual things. It doesn't have to be religious, but I feel like some of you Pisces have really been doing some soul searching and inner work. Now, the next card you have here, Pisces, this is a good card. You have the Ace of Rods. And the Ace of Rods is crowning your reading here today, is a card that symbolizes new beginnings. This could be a new business, a new enterprise. You could be getting a new job. It could be a new start somewhere, a new home. It could also indicate an inheritance, which sort of makes sense for some of the other messages that were coming up here. I hear, and now you have got to decide. I feel like some opportunities or things are being laid out in front of you or are opening up in front of you, and that you have to make some decisions about which paths you're going to choose or which path or paths you're going to choose. I feel some Pisces out there is going to be meeting somebody very important and aristocratic, some kind of founder of some firm. Now, that's not going to apply to all of you. So if that doesn't make sense to you for what you do for work, you could just be meeting somebody, the head of a company. That's the man who started a company or a business. It doesn't have to be a founder of a firm, but that is the words that they said to me first. I feel some of you Pisces are going to have great responsibility handed to you. This is going to link, I feel, to working with other people. I feel like the guides are telling me you have to stop dithering. Take some time out to think about what you want to do and plan carefully your next steps and then do it. Like, I feel like you have too much dithering going on right now, like too much uncertainty, too wavering back and forth. And they did say with this card, you do have to make some sort of decision. For many of you, April is going to be a key point where you get something that gets started out of the gate and up and running. So if you've been thinking about starting a home business or a business of any kind, or there was something that is starting, maybe you're going to start writing a book, or you want to get your real estate license, and you know, whatever, you want to be a realtor, or you want to get some kind of licensing for something else, or you're training yourself or getting a degree. For some reason, April is when things get started off the gate and running. But it feels more like you're building up something, starting something that generates a lot of publicity or, public opinion, or, to the masses. I don't feel like this is just something small. This is something that has some, weight to it. I feel sometimes you just don't know which way to turn, Pisces, because I feel there's other people, too many other people, that are clouding the issue for you, clouding your vision, clouding your thoughts. You're being influenced by people around you that are telling you things that, I feel like your head's getting turned this way, then that way, then this way, then that way. Like, I feel like you listen to too many people. You're listening to this side. You're listening to that side. I don't know that you're always really clear about your true purpose. Sometimes I feel you are, but the way this is coming up, I feel as of late, you haven't been, because I feel like you're too many cooks can spoil the pot. And I feel like you're listening to too many different people. I do feel you're going to have a tremendous sense of pride and accomplishment when you get through this period of time between now and May, because April is highly significant for many of you Pisces. So the next card you have here in this reading today, Pisces, you have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes turning away from what is not working for you emotionally anymore. Cups symbolize emotions, and this is like, you've had it, you can't deal with the situation anymore. It's not emotionally fulfilling, or it's making you feel emotionally deprived, and you have to turn away and walk away from it now. I hear it again, Pisces. You see the writing on the wall now. Comes up again, that same phrase. And I feel that there's been some deception that's gone on around you. And I feel that you're aware of it now. You've become aware of some deceptions. And I feel there's been someone, or maybe more than one person, that has led you down the rabbit hole. And I feel that you're angry that you put your trust in someone or a group, or more than one. It could be a couple people here, but it feels like one person in particular has been like leading the charge of leading you down this, rabbit hole, basically, this path of that turned out to be either destruction or disruptive or unproductive. You can't rely on past issues and past hurts anymore. Like, you have to move away from, like, you can't rely on things like how you relied on the past. Whoever or whatever could be situational, doesn't even just have to be a person, but whoever you relied on the past, or whatever situational thing going on around you, you relied on the past, you can't rely on it anymore. That's what's coming out here with this 8 of Cups. And I hear this is time, it's time to heal from this and move on now, Pisces. And I hear you've graduated. You've graduated with the degree on how to treat people and how other people need to treat you. It's like, I feel like you've been, it's a type of relationship graduation for you in the treatment of others. You to them, them to you. And I feel like you're getting some kind of grace period here where you may have to bow out of any uncomfortable or unpleasant situations here. And I feel many of you Pisces, or some of you at least, are getting some kind of inspiration from some kind of book or something you're reading. So something you're looking at is giving you some kind of inspiration. Maybe it's giving you the oomph to walk away from this situation or people. And I feel some of you Pisces may have to stand on your own 2 feet and take the responsibility or take the blame for something. That also is coming up here. I feel that you, from this downtime, I do feel that you are going to get richly rewarded. And by this time next year, I feel you're going to be feeling a lot better about how things are going in your life. I feel like you're going to feel physically better, mentally, all the way around. Mentally, physically, spiritually, the whole works. They're saying the words to me, review and renew, which is interesting because we are going to have a Mercury in retrograde. Again, I have to apologize if you've listened to the other videos. I still have yet to look it up yet on the computer to see what date it starts, but I know it starts sometime in September and it goes into October. And that is an excellent time for renewing, reviewing, reworking things, doing research. It's really good when Mercury is in retrograde. So it's funny that message came up for you. And this is the September reading. So that kind of goes along with the Mercury in retrograde happening. They're also warning to stay away from harsh chemicals. So if you have a job where you deal with like any kind of harsh chemicals, where you breathe in like strong chemicals, or you have to work with them on your skin, or, and it could get on your skin, or, hopefully you're not taking any kind of chemicals internally. They're warning you about chemicals. Chemicals is a chemical warning is coming up for you for September. So be forewarned of that. If you can wear rubber gloves, if you're dealing with chemicals, make sure you do. Make sure you have plenty of ventilation. If you're working with any, you have to breathe in, because they're just giving like it's like dangerous. Like there's something cautionary about chemicals for you. Now, the last card you have in your reading for today, Pisces, for September 2015, I'm sorry it's a 5. I'm not crazy about the 5 of Pentacles, but we have to see why it's here. 5 of Pentacles is a card that shows two people that are in a state of depression. This could be being bankrupt also. It could indicate financial bankruptcy. It could be emotional bankruptcy. I do feel some kind of feuding has to stop because I feel like it's tearing something apart. Now, for many of you, I feel it's family feuding is tearing the family apart. But it could be feuding if you are in a serious romantic coupling with someone, either a marriage or like a marriage. That kind of feuding could be going on and has to stop, because I get, like, whatever this feuding is, it seems like it's family related one way or another, and it's tearing the family apart. I do feel like any kind of pressures or any kind of stress that you've had about money that's been going on, I feel, again, I go back to this time next summer when you're in next year, in next August. I know it's not summertime for everyone in the world in August, so I apologize. I live in the United States, so next August, you will be in a much better financial picture if you've been one of the Pisces that's been worried about finances now, because it's going to be much improved by that point. I do feel some of you are going to be working off debts and paying off any kind of credit card debt or debts and loans, or back taxes also comes up here. Some of you may have had a father, a sister, or a brother reach out to you financially for help. So or it could be any family member, but those are the words I heard. I heard father, brother, or sister that have reached out to you looking for financial assistance. I do feel that many of you Pisces are going to be sweeping the board clean and kind of like a new start here. And I feel that your biggest focus is reaching towards your goals. And I do feel that you are going to be successful in reaching whatever your goals are that you've had in your mind that you've been thinking about. I really want to do this. I need to do that. I want to achieve this. I do hear that you are going to do it. So that's where your drive looks to me right now, driven towards achieving your goals and wiping the slate clean of, of issues that I feel like you've been having some clouded issues. This reading makes me feel like there's been some clouding of issues created by other people or arguments with other people, and seeing the writing on the wall comes up, and seeing some deceptions or some people in their true light, is coming to light. That's what I feel, and you having to walk away from it and putting that behind you, like walking away from it and getting on with what's coming up for you in your future. I hear a lot of times Pisces need a shoulder to cry on or a shoulder to lean on. And sometimes you may find that they just aren't there for whatever the reason. And I feel like this is like hurtful or harmful for Pisces, because I do feel that Pisces have a tendency to truly take things to heart. And I feel like it works on internally inside you. It could, give you ulcers or churning in your gut, or you could have heart issues because of it. So please be careful of your health, and try not to take things too personally when people do things. Sometimes people are just acting human and making mistakes, and unfortunately other people get the fallout and brunt of it. So also, another thing that comes up here, Pisces, you might want to think about this. Make sure you make your intentions clear so that everybody knows what page you're on and where you're coming from. That's your best advice here, because if you're giving people mixed messages or mixed signals, or they don't know where you're coming from or what you're doing fully, it could come back to haunt you, and then you could have issues. So try to be as upfront and above board and clear about what you're doing and what your intentions are, and that's going to help you through this period in September especially. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos and liking them and sharing them. And I also like to thank you for subscribing and Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. That way, when I post my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates and my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and any other readings and videos I may put on YouTube, you will get notified. Also, please be sure to follow me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, because I post things there daily you won't be able to see here on YouTube. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter. And a reminder, if you would like to get your crystal reading for the month of September 2015, please click on the link below in the description box, and it will take you to the place where you can download and purchase your crystal reading for your sign for the month of September. You can also go to my website, which is theluckymermaid.com, and go to the video tab on my menu and click on that, and you will be able to see your sign and click on that and get to the video and download and purchase it there as well. So I hope you have an absolutely beautiful month of September, Pisces, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.